first off, this is a product that we've been selling for a very long time. It's one of the only products that we used to really carry when I was home-based. It was easy to display on top of my old desk for those of you who used to come to my apartment in Farmington Hills when I first started. And it was something that I learned very early on personally, that my face would fade sooner than the rest of my body because I wanted it to be more of a natural appearance. When I would receive my spray tan, I wanted my face to look lighter than the rest of my body, but then in turn it would fade quickly. So real quick, just to give you an overview, these are the 2 4 Faces Norvell products that we have that they carry. Norvell has the Core 4 Sunless steps that step 1 is prime, step 2 is bronze, step 3 is optimize, and step 4 is enhance. So these are part of the step 2 where you're bronzing. So there is a sunless tanner in this formula as well as the cosmetic portion. So that's one of the key things for me that I like to do when I'm using a sunless tanner at home, is that I'm using something that has a bronzer in it. See how that clear tube is brown, because then you can kind of see there the color to the solution that's in this bottle. It gives you that appearance of being tan immediately. Now, personally, I like to see where my color is going when I'm using a sunless tanner at home. So the 2 shades that this comes in is this is the Amber Sun, which it says bronzing 4 faces, and this is the Venetian. So the Venetian one I would consider more of a darker appearance. It's got a violet hue to the bronzer, so much like the Venetian shade that we do with the regular spray tan, this is more equivalent to what we call the Moroccan Beach, but Moroccan Beach is actually Norvell Dark. So I'll show you, because it's a pump spray, if you're spraying it on your face, you want to spray it on a makeup sponge first. I'll show you, and on my forearm here, when you pump the spray out, look how dark that is. Now, if you sprayed it on your face and you're trying to blend it and you miss a spot, like sometimes I've noticed when demonstrating this in the past for clients, like it'll get speckly in my ear because I've done a pump spray and I'm concentrating on my face. Well then, if you don't have freckles, you're gonna end up with freckles if you don't catch all those spots. So if you're using this as a touch-up, it's wonderful to spray it on, just as I am on my forearm and spreading it on there. See how that virtually disappears. It blends very nicely, becoming a more natural appearance as you're blending it. It's again a sunless tanner, meaning the DHA. Thank you, Bethany. I'm glad you. Good to see you here. Norvell is wonderful, but that DHA is that active ingredient in the solution that creates the tan. So same thing in these sunless tanning products or lotions across the board. So you're going to get a gradual tan from this, but that instant bronzer gives you that appearance of having a tan. So going back to how you do it for the face. So I'm going to take my sponge. Usually I use a circle sponge, a round sponge. I don't think I have any here today with me. So I'm going to show you. I spray it right here on the sponge, and I'm getting really close. Unfortunately, if it was a larger area, it would be easier. But see, it settles on there kind of like a puddle. I like to say that it pools up on the cosmetic sponge. Then, and I have no makeup on today. This is why I took advantage of today. Look how dark that is. I normally wouldn't have so much on a round sponge, but again, it's a triangle sponge. That's all I had to work with today. And I should go grab another one to blend it better, but see how it virtually disappears. It's not going to give you that effect. Hey, Kathy. Happy New Year to you guys too, by the way. So as I'm blending it in here, it'll look very natural for the day. Some clients, and I tell a lot of my clients this, I try to always emphasize this when purchasing, a little bit goes a long way. Start off lightly to get used to it. So again, I did a lot here because of what I'm working with. And then a lot of our clients love to, I don't know if this is gonna go to sleep, do this at night after they wash their face. And then when they wake up in the morning, they're taking their shower, washing their face, whatever they do, and they're getting rid of that bronzer and the tan has already developed. Personally, I like to do it after I get out of the shower in the morning, and then as the day goes on, it develops, and that bronzer just gives it that much more of a depth of color. And if it feels like it's a little bit too dark through the day, then I'll just take a tissue and kind of blot off any of the residual bronzer. And then you're left with the sunless tan that's developed. So I today have no tan, no makeup. So I thought it would be a great way to demonstrate. And I'm doing this rather quickly. But again, you can use this. I'll show you again. Hey Debbie, how are you? The bronze level, or what I would consider Moroccan Beach or the Norvell Dark, when I'm spraying it on my forearm, it comes out pretty dark. You blend it, and then it looks more natural. And then the Venetian shade, I'll show that to you on my other forearm. I'm trying to do this so that, so there's it's kind of hard. So there's this arm without any tan on it, and it's very subtle. But then as the day goes on, it'll get darker. So the Venetian, which has that violet hue to the bronzer again, wow, much darker, right? So taking my cosmetic sponge, I love to tell people, if you are in the medical industry and you, or you're a hairdresser, or you're a teacher and you're washing your hands constantly, your hands are fading quickly as well, because we spray the hands lighter than the rest of the body so that it looks more natural and you don't have that dirty appearance. So this is a great way to just spray it on the tops of your hands and blend it with a makeup sponge. If you work out a lot and you're wearing socks and shoes every day because you're working out, then you can use this on the tops of your feet and blend it. Another good trick is, if you're going to be using this as a kind of filler in between your tans, putting lotion, if you're doing on your hands and feet, on those drier areas around the soles of your feet, and then and in between your toes, on your toenails and things like that. So so this is, again, step 2 of the core 4 Norvell retail product line. When you come to our Wixom salon, you'll see that we have this shelf by shelf, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and we'd be happy to show you how to use it here as well. But the step 2 is the bronze level, and so this is part of that step 2. And hopefully I'll bring some more tutorials on our other Norvell products. And yes, Bethany, yes, you're in the medical industry, so you're using it a lot. So it's a great thing to supplement with. But these are $7.95 here, so stop in and pick one up, or next time you're here, let us know if you want us to show you how to use it, and hopefully you'll find that you'll love it just like we do. So have a wonderful Monday, guys. Thank you, Debbie. You're cute too. Bye. Have a wonderful day.